Well, the swans are still gone, but we have a whole battalion of loons this morning.
What a shot.
Yeah, they're coming straight for us. Look at that. Hi, guys. Oh, this is so sweet of them. That's interesting that they're coming straight here. That's unusual.
Now the boss man says that's close enough.
Yeah. Let's veer a little bit. Oh, how beautiful. That's a treat. I'm getting ready to go into town. I'm getting there early today because I want to be there when the train gets to Talkeetna, because my grandnephews that I have not met yet are getting off that train. So, we're just about out of propane on the cook stove. So I'm going to take it in and fill her up. And propane tanks are a pain in the butt to put on a rig because they're round, and so they're really hard to strap down right. So the trick is put them in a crate. And then it's easy peasy. Piece of cake. John is going to escort me to the main trail just to make sure I don't run into Brutus or any other possibly cranky bears unprotected. So this is going to be a quick trip to town. I think I will just stay just tonight and come back up tomorrow because I've just got things to do and I'm running out of time. Got one more week up here. So, yeah, quick trip to town, meet the kids. Hopefully they'll come up here this week for a visit. That would be really, really fun. I think the little boys would really like it. I mean, what's not to like? Unfortunately, it's starting to really rain now. But it was not supposed to do that until later. That's the way it goes. That's the law we live by. The weather. You need a higher power? Look no further. Because it will dictate your life. To a certain degree, I mean, but, you know, you also just can't let it to a certain degree, because otherwise you'd never do anything. You'd never go anywhere, you'd never do anything. You know, I've just found that it's better to spend a few extra minutes lashing things down really good than deal with a load getting loose, because that's a drag. You have to stop and redo your load. It's better just to make it nice and tight in the first place. A little macrame in time never hurt anybody. Alrighty, tank is ready to go. Alrighty, out on the main trail now. Just said goodbye to my escort with the gun. Got all the trail cam cards switched out, so we'll check those when we get to town. Now I am rocking and rolling. Trail is very wet again, as you can see. The hard rain we had the last couple of days. It's a little chilly this morning, but every time I start feeling a little chilly, I remind myself that I'm going back to 100-degree smoky hell in a week and a half. So I try to just embrace the chill and think about how much I'll be missing this cool, sweet air when I get back to Oregon. Made it to town safely without incident. Now I'm walking down to the train depot for the big moment when those little boys get off the train. So excited. The whole family is a Twitter.
Kara's coming too, if she gets here in time.
Here it comes. Woohoo! Barely made it.
Yeah.
That was tight, huh?
The train actually kind of runs on time these days.
Yeah, I know.
Except when you used to always be late, except when you needed it to be late.
Yeah. When you needed that few extra minutes or that 6 extra hours. Here comes the train. Woo, woo, woo. It's quite a welcome committee. Where are them little boys? Uh-oh. We don't know where to look. I'm betting on this one. Oh dear. There they are, yay!
Hey guys, kick me.
Here we are, just the paparazzi waiting for you guys. And there she blows. Loaded up with tourists. They all want to wave to the locals. Like we're the local wildlife. Have a lovely trip! Boy, that's a fancy car. I can see the bar from here. Fireweeds are happy this year. Last year, the entire forest just looked depressed.
There's some kids' books.
Are you being a Sasquatch?
Hey, Jenny Jane, get that one. I'm gonna get this. You're gonna go. Let me get that one. It's a big. Oh, you see how strong he is?
Oh, yes.
No, we fight her.
Oh, no, not me. Ah!
Now, Grandma. Yeah. Hey, look at his big. Aki, this is just a fat tummy with no belly button. And he's naked all around.
Well, if you ever go to Houston, Lord, better walk right. And you better not quarrel
Alrighty, I'm all packed up and ready to head out again up to the lake. John is going to meet me at the gravel pit again. And Monster is ready to go. I checked the oil, I checked the tires. Got my load, I've filled the propane tank. And I'm going to stop at Steve's again and get a little gas just to make sure I'm not going to run out. So here we go. Wet seat. I didn't cover him last night. Ooh. Here we go. Hopefully Monster will start happily. Alright, well I topped it off. Unfortunately there was no funnel around. Steve's not here, so there was no funnel around, so I had to do the Durman pour it directly into the thing and of course splash gas all over the place, but that's the way they do it around here more often than not, it seems like. So off I go with a gassy smelling vehicle, but that's okay, it'll evaporate quickly. Look out, Joe! Yes, my trusty escorts. There's nothing like the feeling of turning onto your own driveway. It's a bumpy driveway. Watermelon berries are just amazing. Here we are, home sweet home. Woohoo! Ah. Oh, the quiet. I love this moment. Here comes Chewy. Hi, buddy. He comes running down like a horse. I heard you galloping. Yeah, she's gonna eat my arm. Okay. Woot. Oh. Always feels good to get here. I wonder if the swans are back. I don't see them. Let's take a look. Oh, and this is the third time I've come home and there's been otter poop on the dock. I might just set up one of those trail cams here at the dock and try to catch that guy. Still no swans. Oh, that's sad. There's my trusty steed. And I mean Chewy. What do you see, Chewbot? Oh, he's fascinated by something. I don't see anything over there, though. Huh. Okay. We unload, get this propane tank hooked up to my cook stove, make myself a nice cup of tea, enjoy the afternoon. Now let me look at my crazy caulking job. All right, looks pretty tight. Getting there. Woo. Let's see if Newman has been wrecking the house while I've been gone. Nope. Looks like I put everything away sufficiently. What you seeing, Chewy? He's fascinated by something. Huh. Alrighty. You always want to get propane really tight, you know, you don't want any leaks. I think that's tight enough, Chewy. Okay. There we go. Yeah. It's a heck of a wrench. Okay. Oh boy, that lady closed the... there we go. Whew. All right, now we are for sure good on propane. Both things have a newly filled tank, so we're definitely good for propane for the rest of our time. Thank you. Up here. Thanks, buddy. Yes, we're not going to run out of propane. Isn't that nice? So on the way up alongside the trail, I saw one just huge bolete, like a plate-sized bolete. So the mushrooms are definitely popping now. I want to look around while I still got my rain boots on and my wet pants. So let's take a gander. A little mushroom peruse. Now right over here I found huge boletes last year that had already gotten past their prime, so I missed them. So I gotta look carefully. Oh! Not a bolete, but there's Mr. Amanita. Oh, and a little Amanita. Yeah, okay. There's got to be some boletes in here somewhere. They do have a way of hiding until they're just so big they can't hide anymore, but by that time they're all buggy and sliming out. Okay, well, got a whole lot of conchs here. I don't know what these are. Alright, how exciting. At least I get a little Alaska mushroom hunting time before I have to leave. This is weird. This is last year's puffballs, but I don't see any this year's puffballs. Obviously, they've spored all over the place, but they didn't come up this year. Huh. I wonder if they're like an every other year fruiting. Okay, well, so much for that for now. It's a beautiful afternoon for a ride. It's actually evening now. And it's high time for a boat ride, that's what I think. Yeah, what a beautiful day. It's gonna be a beautiful night. Love it. I remember days like this when I was young. I remember how the wind felt on my face, and I knew a dream come true had just begun. And I belong to this place. My tiny feet ran barefoot through these woods, though they hardly touched the ground at such a pace. I was wild and and alive and life was good. 'Cause I belong to this place. That direction is east, and that's where the storm's blowing from in the summertime, and I just heard thunder. And I turn around and I see these very dark slate gray clouds coming this way, I think. And if it comes close, I'll abort my ride because, ooh, there's more thunder. Ooh, yep, seeing lightning. A tin canoe could certainly turn into a tin coffin with the right lightning strike. So, but I was also seeing that little duck family down there, and I was hoping to get a little closer to them. I don't want to scare them, but I would like to get some footage of them. Oh, and there's old Unky too. Hi, Uncas. They're both here to greet me. Out for a little evening stroll, the two of them. Lifting the leg on anything that seems like it needs a good squirt of pee. Chewy's going inside to see what's hanging out, see if there's any snacks available. He stands her in the doorway, so proud. Hello, my welcoming committee. Well, hello. What's up? Hi, Unky. Okay, I gotta turn off the camera now so I can get out of the boat. Don't pee on my lights. So as I'm getting out of the boat, Uncas decides to check out the otter poop. He takes a good sniff of it, and then he peed on it. I said, yeah, we gotta get rid of that, and then he lifted his leg and peed on it. Well, I don't know how helpful that was, Uncas. It was all dry, and I was gonna just kind of knock it off of the deck, and now it's nicely peed upon. So much help around here. It's July 31st, and it's really chilly this morning. People are already starting to kind of grumble that it feels like it's going to be an early fall this year. Definitely chilly. It's beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful day. Probably my last really nice day up here. But I've been awake for about an hour, and I've had the heater cranked. And still seeing my breath a bit. So yeah, as much as I'd like to stay through till September again like last year, I think this little heater in this uninsulated cabin would be insufficient pretty soon. It's a beautiful little mist on the lake. So today I'm going to do the last of the caulking that I can do while I'm here. I'll finish up that bucket. And it'll be kind of like my last work day. I'll do some cleaning up and organizing around here in the next couple days while I get ready to get back to Oregon. Wow, it's gone so fast. The summer has just flown by. Wow. All right, John and I are going to walk to the Clear Creek Trail cam and swap out that card. He's going to go into town this morning, make a little town run. And I'm just going to hang and try and finish up the caulking, finish that bucket, get done what's left that I can do. So here we go, a nice little morning walk to loosen up, get that card, see if we got anybody on it this time. What a pretty morning. Well, 9 times out of 10 when I check the trail cam, it's a big disappointment. But today was pure gold. Oh, yeah. And I will share these with you now. I'm so stoked. Alrighty, there's not a lot left in this bucket. I don't know how many more guns full I'll get, but I'm hoping to finish this today. I'm going to start out here. This is all done except I didn't get some of these end spots, so I'm going to do that real quick. And then, I wonder if I should do this. Yeah, I'm not sure about this top part, if anything's going to change about the construction there, so I'll just leave that. I'm going to do these little end spots, and then I guess see what I can get done inside. So yeah, that's my my mission today, is finish up the caulking, because quite frankly, it makes me really sore, and I just want to do this one more time. I'm having issues with my lower back that have been quite prohibitive. And the other day, after doing this for 5.5 hours, or 5 hours, whatever it was, I was in serious pain. So I gotta sit more, I gotta pace myself, stop and stretch sometimes today. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the program, Sam. Let's start spoon feeding the baby here. Oh, here comes the choo-choo. Woo woo. Just like baby poop. This stuff is just like baby poop. Ugh. Yep. Here we go. One more day of this till next year. And then a lot of the smaller gaps, I'm just going to do regular tubes of caulking next year, because it'll be a lot easier. Because this is hard. Much harder than I thought it would be.
1, 2, cha-cha-cha.
Okay, got my house partially torn apart again. I'm going to see if I've got enough caulk to at least do, like, you know, one log's worth of the inside. Should be able to do that, maybe 2, maybe even finish the whole wall. I figured I would concentrate on the inside of this wall that I have the outside done. So these sections will be done. Here I go. And I'm on E here. Okay. Must fill up before I start this section. Got one little squirt out. Well, this inside portion of this south wall is coming out beautifully, I must say, and the space is much smaller, so I'm not even trying to use a spoon, I'm just using my fingers, and it's actually kind of fun. It's making it nice and smooth, I have really good control. Yeah. It's more than one way to skin a cat. That's a terrible saying. Why would anybody want to skin a cat? That's, you know, I haven't said or thought of that saying in years. And as it came out of my mouth, I realized how very weird it is. Gotta make sure it adheres too at the edges. We messed that up a little bit on the outside of the north wall. Didn't quite smear it to the wood, because then it kind of peels away at the edge. And you don't want that. Yeah, it takes a little time just to get the feel of the stuff, you know. A lot of things you just cannot learn from being told or instructed how to do it unless you're actually doing it and you feel it literally under your fingers. And you get to know the materials. So that's, there we go. That's looking good. Yeah. Love it. Well, this is kind of exciting. I think this is going to be maybe the last gun fill here. And I think I'm going to have just enough to finish the logs, you know, the space that I'm working on. So I will have gotten 2 of the inside strips completely done. Hopefully there's enough for that. Yeah, the other thing about the spoon feeding that I like is that you waste a lot less. It's still messy, but it's not messy like sticking the gun in there and getting the caulk all over the barrel of the gun and everything. The last time my dad chinked the big cabin, he made a mixture of Elmer's glue and sawdust. And that stuff is still there, and it's still solid. So I'm wondering how much that Elmer's glue costs, because that might just be a good way to do some of this, at least some of the really big gaps. So I might look into that next year, because, you know, this very expensive bucket of permachink, when you have big gaps, just doesn't go that far. It might be low. I wish this was coffee ice cream. Looks kind of like coffee ice cream. That would be good. Getting down to it. We're scraping. Bottom of the bucket. Plus there's all this on the sides that dried. I should have been more careful about that. Probably lost a few spoonfuls that way. Oh, I hope I can at least finish that one seam. That would be nice. I'd hate to leave it just not quite done. Well, that's about it. Hi, Chewbot. How's my buddy? Where'd you go? Okay, let's see what that gets us. Because that's about all I can scrape out of here. Alright, hopefully I'll get this the rest of the way on that one wall. Let's find out. Here we go. Okay, I had just enough to finish 2 seams in here. So that's it. The bucket of caulk is done. My time here is running out. I have done what I could with what I had, and the time and the strength I had to contribute.